This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 2, and it reads, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known." All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and my fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Ayashar Barazal coming back at you with another quick lesson to edify the nation of Israel. All right, and found this little clip about this particular organization that likes to go around and label people who disagree with what they do, and their history is a little bit different than what they've led the people to believe, all right? So like the scripture says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. And that's red letter from our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, all right? So let me get to this video, and we'll go from there.
Most people know that the Anti-Defamation League of B'nai B'rith is an organization that seeks to defend the Jewish people from any criticism, but many people do not know why the ADL was formed. This story starts in 1913 when a man named Leo Frank, who was president of B'nai B'rith's Atlanta chapter, raped and murdered a 13-year-old worker, Mary Fagan, in the pencil factory where he was a superintendent. He tried to blame a black janitor for the crime, but all the evidence pointed to Frank. The ADL formed in 1913 to protect Frank from anti-Semitism, but he was found guilty in 1915. Frank's lawyers appealed, but failed. Then Frank's powerful friends got Georgia Governor Sladen to commute his death sentence to life imprisonment, which outraged the public. A mob formed, broke Frank out of jail, and lynched him. The ADL got Frank a posthumous pardon in 1986 and placed the first national anti-lynching memorial at the Leo Frank Memorial site. They continue to protect Jewish criminals from justice to this day. That's their mission.
All right, so you heard that. And the next clip, it's interesting. That's what their history is, and you can look that up. Now the next clip, I know there's been a lot of videos made on that Ron Dalton guy regarding the Hebrews to Negroes documentary, but there was one clip in there regarding this guy by the name of Harold Wallace Rosenthal, and he said some pretty interesting things, and I'll show you the clip. And there's the full interview is also available. Now, just so you know, the same group that was just featured in the previous clip trying to say that it was false and it never happened. But there are some top 10 quotes by this guy that would lead you to believe otherwise. And like I said, that video or the interview called Hidden Tyranny definitely aligns up with the documentary called Are Amalek that's currently on BitChute right now. I think this is the three phases of it on BitChute. And what that guy said in 1976 definitely lines up with this documentary now. All right, so here's the clip.
The following quote was made by Ashkenazi Jew Harold Wallace Rosenthal back in 1976. The truth will shock you. At first, by controlling the banking system, we were able to control corporation capital. Through this, we acquired total monopoly of the movie industry, the radio networks, and the newly developing television media. The printing industry, newspapers, periodicals, and technical journals have already fallen into our hands. The richest plum was later to come when we took over the publication of all school materials. Through these vehicles, we could mold public opinion to suit our own purposes. There is no such thing as a silent majority because we control their cry and hue. The only thing that exists is an unthinking majority, and unthinking they will remain, as long as their escape from our rigorous service is the opiate of our entertainment industry. By controlling industry, we have become the taskmasters and the people the slaves. When the pressure of daily toil builds to an explosive degree, we have provided the safety valve of momentary pleasure. The television and movie industries furnish the necessary temporary distraction. These programs are carefully designed to appeal to the sensuous emotions, never to the logical thinking mind. Because of this, the people are programmed to respond according to our dictates, not according to reason. Silent they never are, thinking they will remain. We are amazed at the Christian stupidity. Judaism is not only the teaching of the synagogue, but also the doctrine of every Christian church in America. Through our propaganda, the church has become our most avid supporter. This has given us a special place in society. They're believing the lie that we are the chosen people and they, the Gentiles. Said by Ashkenazi Jew, Harold Wallace Rosenthal.
All right, now,
The following
they're
quote
trying to
was made by
dismiss that interview, and like I said, I'll put link to the interview in the description box. But here are some of the top quotes from this guy. And for the sake of this video, I'll just, let you see the quotes themselves. Here's the first one. All right. Got that one. Here's the second one. You know what? I'll start back at the top. I'll just read it. And just substitute. All right. And most 1948ers do not like to admit it, but our God is Lucifer, and we are his chosen people. By that guy. The second one, we 1948ers have put issue upon issue to the American people. Then we promote both sides of the issue as confusion reigns. With their eyes fixed on the issues, they fail to see who is behind every scene. We 1948ers toy with the American public as a cat toys with a mouse. Here's the third one. We have castrated society through fear and intimidation. Its manhood exists only in combination with a feminine outward appearance. Being so neutered, the populace has become docile and easily ruled. As all geldings in nature, their thoughts are not involved with the concerns of the future and the prosperity, but only with the present toil and the next meal. That is so true. All right. The fourth one. Anti-Sem does not signify opposition to Sem. There is no such thing. It is an expression we 1948ers use effectively as a smear word used to brand as a bigot like you guys. Anyone who brings criticisms against the 1948ers, we use it against hate mongers. Yep. Seeing that today. All right. Prior to 1968, the gullible Gentiles could take $1 Federal Reserve note into any bank in America and redeem it for $1, which was by law a coin containing 412.5 grains of 90% silver up until 1933. Slovakia. Up until 1933, one could have redeemed the same note for a coin of 25 4/5 grains of 90% gold. All we do is give the Goy more non-redeemable notes or else copper slugs, but we never give them their gold and silver, only more paper. That is also true. Okay, that's your Federal Reserve right now. And when you look at the president, of each every president to date of the Federal Reserve. It is a 1948er, small hat with the big nose. All right. Here's another one. It is a reality that we have complete control of organized Christianity almost anywhere completely. We 1948ers must become lawyers so we could control and strangle the courts. We should become teachers and leaders in all the churches, okay? And controlling the courts, that goes back to the foundation of that snake organization that's labeling everybody every time someone says something. Because once you control that, like they got that guy posthumous, I forget what they call it. They cleared him later. They can do that for people who are alive. All right. Here's the next one. The United Nations is nothing but a trapdoor to the Red World's immense concentration camp. We pretty much control the UN. All right. And Red Worlds, I'd have to look into that. That may have something to do with the Rothschilds. All right. And the Rockefellers. The next one. We 1948ers continue to be amazed with the ease by which Christian Americans have fallen into our hands. While the naive Americans wait for Khrushchev to bury them, we have taught them to submit to our every demand. Yep, that's true too. And this guy died in 1976, August of 1976. Here's the other one. We are the necessary element since we expend nothing. Management can create its own capital, the profits. Its business would grow and profits increase. Labor would prosper as well, while the price of the product would remain constant. The prosperity of the industry, labor, and management would continually increase. We 1948ers glory in the fact that the stupid Goy have never realized that we are the parasites consuming an increasing portion of production while the producers are continually receiving less and less. That is true too. Okay, this you cannot deny that interview. I don't care what you see on Wikipedia. This is lining up exactly with what he said. All right. Here's another one. The elites preferring to work in private are rarely found posed for photographers, and their influence upon events has therefore to be deduced from what is known of the agencies they employ. Yep, the secret. You never see their faces, but you know who they are. All right, and that's it for that. So let's look into this wicked group. Let's get their board of directors. Let's take a nice good look here, who they are. For the most part, Edomites. For the most part, all Edomites and Amalek, definitely, except this one right here on the right, but that's just as bad, Micah 7 and 10, for she that is my enemy. All of these people are enemies of Israel. All of these people are enemies of Israel, okay? True Israel, the people, the ones out of the loins of Jacob, not the 1948ers occupying the land right now. Every single one of them are enemies of Israel. All right. Especially this devil right here. Yeah, definitely. And when you look him up, he has a whole lot of ties with the small hatters, the 1948ers. Whole lot of ties with them. All right. Let's see. One last thing here. This has been going around. It tells you who pretty much owns most of the media, 96%. And ironically, let's see. Yeah, he's not on here. That's another big part of media. You have Zuckerberg, who's also one of the small hatters, has Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, the metaverse, and I think a few others that's under his umbrella. All right. We know that they control Hollywood, who was the big guy, the big name that finally went down. Well, sure, nothing happened to him. Weinstein. All right. Another small hatter. Um, Maya Rothschild pretty much said, I care not who makes the laws as long as I control the money. And of course, that's the Federal Reserve. However, they are paid handsomely for keeping Jake, in a low state. All right. We are their number one enemy. And you saw who that board of directors is. All enemies of Jake. All enemies of Jake. And Jake doesn't realize it. All right. And this organization was put in place to protect criminals of their community. All right. So this is Book of Psalms 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. And the reason why they're not in trouble as other men, control of the courts. You saw that one guy in 1913 didn't get away, but today, yeah, that's why they knock off Jake with impunity. All right, they control the courts. All right, most of all of them are your attorneys. At that level. So every aspect of the government is and other areas are controlled by them. The central banks. Who controls that? That's what we're going into here shortly. You had that executive order that Biden signed, number 14067, going into the digital currency. You're seeing things playing out right now where they're trying out the C-HIP. Okay, so it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. All right. Let me go here because we know that they are in control of everything. All right. We know that according to Job 9:24, that's always a classic scripture to identify them. And it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, so the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, according to Malachi 1 and 4. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Who was the head judge? Yahushua. Instead, they use Caesar Borgia. Okay, and they paint all the angels, and all the disciples and the apostles to look like Edomites as well, too. All right. If not, where and who is he? So now we know who you are. We know where you are, Again, you cover the faces of the judges. And we know who the head judge is. Yahushua. All right. According to John 5:22. Let me get that just to prove that. Book of John 5:22. And it reads, for the Father judgeth no man, but he committeth all judgment unto the Son. All right? All right? So, yeah, you guys did that. And you used that propaganda all over the world. All right? And this is Book of Micah. Chapter 2. Verse 1. This goes back to them. All right? Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. All right. And that woe means destruction. So you have a destruction that's coming. Esau, Edom, chiefly Amalek, who was the first of the nations of the nation of Edom, according to Numbers 24 and 20. All right. Yours is coming. All right. Let's get this last one back in Job. Salakia 21, I believe it's 30. Yeah. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. So yeah, right now you're not in trouble as other men, according to Psalm 73 and 5. Neither are you plagued like other men. You know, you get away with stuff because you control the entire system. All right, but the day of reckoning is coming. Okay, you will be dealt with in the day of wrath. That's what the Lord is saving you up for. That's what this prophecy means right here. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. All right? So, yeah. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai is holding out tight for you. All right? You're going to be destroyed. And by the hand of his people, Judah. All right. So, with that, I hope this lesson was edifying for the body. Once again, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and my fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, I say Shalom, Abba Babal, Kwam Yasharala. All right? Shalom.